welcome to this video. This week I thought I would just show you what my go-to drives are in the XFX, my 5 favorite drives. Well, 5 is really cheating because the first one is no drive. The first one is just this amp drive. And I particularly love the AC20. It's a great amp. It goes from, pretty clean to, on the bridge humbucker, I've got it set so that on this particular guitar, I get some dirt if I dig in. So that's a pretty good place to start just all around. And something that was new to me coming to the XFX was getting used to amp gain. But to be honest, the best guitar sound that I have ever heard was Michael Landau at the Baked Potato. He's playing his Strat into some amp, and he just hits a chord and rolls up the volume, and it was like the gates of distortion heaven just opened and just gracefully overtook all of our ears. And in the break, I had to walk up and just look at that amp, and of course it said Dumble on it, and then I cried. And then I bought an XFX, and now we're here. So, drives. My 4 favorite drives, I'll just go through 4 because there's 4 channels, but basically I set this up so that the AC20, like I said, is on the edge of breakup. So, and then if I back it off or if I use a single coil, I've got a cleaner sound. But we're talking about drives. So edge of breakup, that's where the amp is set. So for me, the first stage is I'm using the RC booster, and you can see it's completely, I didn't even change any of the settings. It's mostly just pushing the amp and giving me more amp distortion, but it's also just giving me a little bit of extra saturation. So that sounds a little like this. Yeah, so I love that. That works for me even still with I can play a little bit of chords. I still get definition in the chords. But it's definitely, we're in full distortion territory now. When I'm playing on the neck or in the in-between positions, you can tell it's dirty. It's not fully clean. We've got that sort of woofiness of the overdrive happening. Good place to start with that neck pickup is really just right there if you're looking to rock out, especially on this guitar. Very versatile. Anyways, we're talking about drives. That's my first drive, RCB. First stage. So actually first stage is just the amp, and then I push it with the RCB. And then if I need something that's truly just saturated, personally, I go for the AC booster, which if you've heard any of my other videos, you've probably heard this. So I like that for just a general, I need something pretty gainy sound. Now to me, that's pretty gainy. We're not genting here or doing metal or anything. But that's my first, okay, we need something really saturated. Most probably gonna play leads, but even this, I could still play chords if we're doing rock songs, right? Sounds great to me. So that's my second favorite drive. The next 2 are really just kind of flavors. So the next one is the Riot. So this is even more. So we're stepping up in terms of gain levels so far. And you can see I've got it, pushing pretty crazy. So that sounds like this. And that's really just like, I need something extra crazy, maybe a little bit of a different flavor from the AC. If I'm on a song where I'm based on the AC, right? Like I'm starting there and I need somewhere to go. This is where I'll go. And then often I'll use this in combination with a chorus, turn a chorus on. And that's what you heard in the song, is that sort of sound with the chorus. And that just, a taste of the 80s. That's about as much chorus as I can handle. And then the last one is sort of like extra weird thing. It's the octave distortion, which I believe is an Octavia. But for me, the thing that I like about this, it's sort of like a trick. On a Strat style guitar, I find in the neck position, it does kind of a screamy thing. I don't really know how to describe it. So it just, on the bridge pickup, it sounds like this. So it's like, it's garbage, right? I would never use that. But single notes and with the neck pickup, you get something like this. So that just has a weird, interesting, it's kind of a fuzz, it's a different flavor. And also with the Strat neck pickup, I kind of get that weird, screamy kind of sound going on. So anyways, those are my 4/5 overdrive stages that I go to almost every time. That's sort of my mini library. I try not to make this stuff too complicated for myself. I think of it as, okay, you've got a pedal board. It's just in the box, right? What would I wouldn't have 12 overdrive pedals on my pedal board. It would just be too much. I might have space for 4. Seems actually a little bit extra to me now that I think about it. So that's how I think about it. I try to keep it simple. What are you guys' favorite drives? Let me know if I'm outrageously wrong about all of this. Yeah, let me know which ones you really like. I know there's recently added the Klon. I think I did a video where I tried out the Klon model. It was pretty cool. I don't know. I don't find myself going to that or like a Tube Screamer very often at all. And that might just be my guitar amp setup that I'm used to using. Anyways, if you have been, thank you for watching. And remember, if it sounds good, it is good.